Hey friends, Jessica here with Creators Couture, and today's Photoshop tutorial we are going to be creating this quote graphic that you see here, and we're just going to use a few Photoshop brushes. I actually created 3 new foliage, like kind of abstract foliage inspired brushes for this tutorial. But you could easily use any of my other multicolor brushes, so I'm going to go through that. And I would recommend my Artistic Autumn brushes, and I've used a couple color palettes from the Artistic Autumn collection, some gold layer styles from my Instagram, and I'll link all of that details down below. But what I like is that we're just using a few brushes to create this kind of fall vibe along with some free Adobe stock, and it gives this kind of luscious, very abstract, very pretty kind of effect. So let's get started. So to start with, I was actually doing some experiments and just playing around with some brushes, and I was like, I want to make a couple new brushes and something with the fall vibe. So this is kind of, I'm always kind of just playing with some ideas first of all, and this is me playing around and kind of just getting the vibe that you see here. So this is using 3 different brushes. I've got, well, actually 4 if I count everything. But I have this, new brush 1 with some accents and just kind of some softer things over here. And I really loved how this kind of looked also a little bit like a universe, and that, but it was fall. And then I kind of played with the idea of like, what if I get some, like some stock, or kind of create some sort of, like vegetation like this, and it would be really cool if it was gold. So that's kind of where I started. And sometimes I just do these little scrap documents so that I can get the vibe. And I also was playing around with creating my brushes and developing the brushes, and I just really liked how it turned out, and I think it's really soft, really fun. And if you are a Behance subscriber, you're going to be able to download the new brushes. And if you're not, you can use the Artistic Autumn collection is a great replacement. But if you're a subscriber, in the folder you're going to have the demo scrap file that I created. You're going to have a demo starter file. You're going to have the demo file my final demo file, and then you're going to have the brushes and then the palettes. And the palettes I pulled from my Artistic Autumn collection, and 1 from Colors of the Côte d'Azur. And so I'll link all my resources below, as well as the free Adobe stock that I used. So to start off with, let's just go to this, my starter document here. Now I've already gone through and loaded up the brushes that I created for this, the new brushes. So you've got brush 1, brush 2, brush 3, and then also the marble brush, which I ended up not using. That's marble brush 12 from my multicolor marble collection. And then this galaxy brush here. So those are already loaded up. And then then I have 3 color palettes that I used. 1 from the Colors of the Côte d'Azur and 2 from my Artistic Autumn collection. And so load those all up. If you're not familiar with my multicolor techniques, I'll have the foundation tutorials linked down below. But yeah, so I'm now just going to get started here. I've got the document, and actually I played around when I was creating this. I did not know that I was going to have kind of this layout, but now that I do, I'll put it there for you. And if you're not familiar with some of my tutorial files, I always do like a crop. So this is the kind of the crop area here, and this will be the final document size. But I like doing that because like for example here, I made my crop area like a different color. That way, if I drew something and I want to move it around slightly, it's not necessary, like if it's a brush stroke, it's not cut off at the edge. So that's just something that I always like to do. And actually, to start off with, I'm going to show you my brushes that I created. So of course, we're using the multicolor technique, and I'm going to grab brush 1 here. And I'm going to grab the color palette, let's see here. It is 13 from the... yeah, I believe it's 13 from the Artistic Autumn collection. And this is my new brush. And I kind of like this soft, sort of funky, this is kind of a specific brush. It kind of also, I feel like this could really be nice if I was doing some coral. but I could push down really hard and it's just gonna be like kind of blobby like that. Or I use my pen and use like a light pressure and you get something like this. So I really liked how that was turning out. And that's what I did. I used kind of a light pressure and just played around with a little bit like this. So this is kind of, creating sort of a foliage effect. And then I'll make a new layer above it and then brush 2. I'll use the color palette 48 from the Artistic Autumn. And here's the brush here. Let's just zoom in just a touch here. And you can see it's kind of got this foliage vibe. So I really had some fun kind of creating some kind of accents. And it's also pressure sensitive, so I thought this was like really kind of fun to create this kind of, a little bit of, and you can always play with the color palette here, a little bit of like foliage accent, but I think I'm gonna stick with that one because I want it to kind of, stand out a little bit. So something like this is fun, and that's kind of giving that abstract, the abstract vibe of foliage. So I like it, that's cool. And then that's brush 2. And then brush 3, I'm using it with the colors of the Côte d'Azur, the greenish palette here. And this one is just a really soft, like kind of a jittery watercolor, and I really liked that as well. And I might do this like a little bit underneath and kind of create some kind of soft transition. So adding that there, that looks really cool. And it adds that transitions from the background, that dark green background, and to the foreground. And so I really liked how that looked. And these are the kind of base layers of the motif that I was creating. And then the last one that I created was, or the last brush that I used was Galaxy Brush 8 from my, my Galaxy collection. And it looks something like this, and I just love all the little sparkles and flares. And I'm using that same color here, but if I go through my styles, and I'm gonna use one of my layer styles, which is like a pattern overlay that takes the colors that are used here. So I actually used Watercolor Fantasies 22, and it kind of creates this little like sparkly sort of effect. And so I had some fun just creating some accents like that, and that was the base of the the vibes that I was getting with this with this look of what is that, foliage. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute since I've done a tutorial, so my brain's a little bit slow, but whatever. Anyway, sometimes I get into the groove here. So I wanted something, I wasn't sure if I wanted like flowers or something, but I wanted something to kind of act as a silhouette. And I was like, oh, what can I do that I don't have to like draw something new? So I typed in like, I don't know, well, this is called dry tree branches. So I think I looked for like a floral silhouette or something like that. And I got these, so I downloaded this. This is a free Adobe resource. And I got them here, and you can just take something like this, take one of these, copy it, go over to Photoshop, paste it. Let's paste it as a smart object. And anyway, go like this. Now what I want to do is add a layer style. So I'm going to go through here, and I keep some of my layer styles available, always loaded. So this is actually, I used Instaglam Gold Paper 22, which I like, but it's a little goldy, and I wanted it to be like a little bit less saturated. So I'll go through and use one of my color add-on styles, like Desaturate Gold, which just puts a little black layer over it. And I'm gonna hold down my Shift key. We have to still drag and drop these, unlike before, which is annoying when you're putting multiple layer styles together. And so I like that kind of look, and I like having that, around the dark, that contrast looks really good. Okay, I love that. I'm gonna save this right now. File, hold on, save as. I like that little motif. Yeah. Okay, I was already saved it there. Yeah, let's hear cancel. Let me hit cancel, hit save. So that looks really good. And then what I did was on this one, I put some of the accents above this box here. So I will go through really quick and show you how I did that. But that's basically it. So that's giving you the vibe. But isn't it so pretty? I just love that look. I love how it looks. I think it looks so magical. And one of the things I love is I love using dark backgrounds and having that like real depth sort of effect. So here is this. So let's just go through and see how fast I can do it. But really you've got the idea anyway already. So I'm going to go to my back layer here and let's create something different. So I'm going to take one of these, copy. I'm going to paste this as a smart object and I'll just do something slightly different. So I'm going to go like this, and we actually want this to be above the rectangle. Didn't want to touch that rectangle. So I'm going to do something like a little bit different with this one. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, hit save, and then let's go here. Let's copy, Photoshop, paste, smart object. Let's move it around. Something like that. Okay, let's do, I'm going to do one different because this one I did I'm just going to do, I like this kind of movement that I have here. So I think I might like stick with just that, do something. Anyway, you've already seen what I did before, so there's no sense trying to do it exactly the same. So now I'm just going to go to my styles here, grab both of those, hit gold paper 22. Now I'm going to go scroll back up and I want to desaturate that a little bit. So I'm going to hold the shift key, drag it, and now I'll just copy that layer style and paste that layer style. You can do that by hitting the right button or the right button here and go paste layer style. I have a keyboard shortcut, Command Shift C, Command Shift V. I don't know if that's universal or not, but let's go ahead and hit save. And then what else? Oh wait, hold on. Okay, no. Thought I saw something with my phone, but it's just nothing important. So hit save. And now I'm going to go below that and I'm going to make a new layer. And so now let's take that brush number 1. We want to make sure we're using the pattern stamp tool, brush number 1. Grab that middle color palette that I gave you. And let's see what okay, and I want to be below, actually this needs to be below the box in the middle. So I'm just going to kind of want to create some sense of movement and then maybe do some over here like this. Yeah, something like that. So we're just kind of creating a little bit of balance, a little bit of movement. I'm using only 2 of the, two of the tree silhouettes. And all right, so now I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to get brush number 2, make sure we have the pattern stamp, brush number 2. Let's get the other 3rd color palette. And oh, that looks pretty. And I might have to change the brush size, but I'm just adding some different, also the pressure, it's pressure sensitive. So if you want it to not be like so compact, like say I want these bigger, but I don't want, if I push harder, it's going to make it really strong, too strong. So I want to use this light pressure. That looks good. But you can just take the brush size up. So same thing here. All right, we've got a little thing. I like that. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is go above those tree layers and make a new one. And then put a little bit over here to kind of like cover it, because I kind of want that feeling of like, no. Save. Okay, let's undo. I kind of want to have that feeling of like depth, that those trees are going over that. So anyway, but I don't, let's see here. Don't know if I need that. That's better. And maybe over here too a little bit. I don't know if I want it over there, to be honest. Okay, let's stick with this right now. Hit save. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is make a new layer. And I'm going to, I wanna have my pattern stamp. I want to get, oh, you know what? Next, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go back to the back, make a new layer at the bottom. That's when I'm gonna use that brush 3. And I want that with the green color palette. And then I kind of want to like do some of these transitions here. I really like it making that soft transition in some places. So that's really pretty. I think the colors are so gorgeous. Okay, let's hit save. That's enough there. And then now I want to go make a new layer at the top. I still have pattern stamp, still have this green, but now I'm going to get this galaxy. And I'll go ahead and put the layer style on, which is Watercolor Fantasies 22. And then I'm going to right bracket to make my layer just a little bit bigger and add some little accents on some of the places. I like that. And just kind of adding that depth. So I think that looks really good, and I'm glad we got through it kind of fast. I wanted to keep this chippy, so there you go. You could do this in any sort of style, or what do you call it, ratio, proportion. You could use this for, you know, cards. But I think that's so pretty, and it's just a few brushes, and all you have to do is just, you know, I've already got the brushes, the colors, so you just get to have some fun with it. And yeah, okay, so I'm really happy with that. Did we go through all the brushes? Yes. The only one that I ended up not using was, I was thinking to use like this marble brush kind of on some bits, which you could actually do. So I just put it in there in case that's something that's like interesting to you, just to add that little bit of like marble. Anyway, but you can do as you like. So I'm gonna hit save. I'll also have this demo file in the things for you. And what's cool is you can use my demo files, use the ideas, create items for sale. You can even use my demo files as long as you use it as part of a new design. It's all good. So yeah, don't forget, if you're a subscriber, you can subscribe for $10 and download my whole tutorial library. It's so huge, of tutorial toolkits and exclusive brushes like this. And then also, if you have my brushes, I'll link the ones that I use below, and also like replacement brushes that you could use from my collections that are available on my site. So that's all for today. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you.